Hi, I'm Mike Veda. I'm the creator of the Kingdom Course, and I'm so glad that you're interested in starting your own Kingdom Course group. This video will show you exactly how in 6 easy steps. First of all, what's the purpose of the Kingdom Course? It really has just one goal: helping people find more purpose in their lives by helping God advance His purpose. It's a new kind of small group study. The goal is not just information, the goal is life transformation through learning, living, leading, and serving. The emphasis here is on building a deep relationship with God, better friendships, supporting each other, and helping your community with kingdom acts. There's a lot more to learn about the Kingdom Course, and if you want to do so, just go to the web address on your screen and check it out. The only other important thing you need to know is that there are two ways of learning in this course: meets and lessons. Meets are group gatherings. They happen once a week for 8 weeks, and they take between an hour and a half and 2 hours each time. Meets are casual, and they usually contain some kind of combination of learning and food and discussion and prayer and fun. Lessons are also fun, but they're done alone or in smaller groups anytime during the week between the meets. Lessons are available in the workbook and online in an e-course, which we'll talk about more in a minute. There are 3 each week, and they each take about 15 minutes to complete, give or take. Let's jump into how to create your own group in 6 easy steps. So here we go. Step 1, get a group together. So what kind of people belong in this Kingdom Course group? People who are seeking more purpose. They can be Christian or non-Christian as long as they're curious and open-minded and open-hearted. They can be your friends, co-workers, family members, basically anybody, ages teen and up. How big is a group? Usually anywhere from 2 to 10. You can have more if you'd like, but anything over, say, 12 can get a bit unwieldy. If you have that many people, the best thing to do is just start 2 groups. Each step has action items to do right away. For step 1, recruit. Begin to get your group together. You can call, email, talk to people, and all you'll need for now is just the approximate number in your group. Moving on. Step 2 is to choose your group captain. Having a group captain answers the key question: who will keep this group on course? The group captain is critical because they are the single point of contact between the group and the district office, and also within the group. They'll keep the group organized and going forward. As far as time, it should take the captain about an hour each week to keep the boat afloat and running smoothly. Here's a tip, by the way: you can always share the load. You can choose more than one captain if you like. The action item: decide who your captain's going to be. We're up to step 3 now, which is to appoint your meet leaders. Now, the meet leaders are very important because they answer the question: who will lead the weekly meets? Remember, the meets are the weekly group gatherings that you'll have. The number one job is to lead the learning and discussion. Now, there's no experience needed. It helps to enjoy teaching or facilitating, but as you'll see, it's not necessary to be a leader. The commitment is a bit more. It's going to take you about 1 or 2 hours a week to do. Each week, the leader will receive lesson plans to help them prepare. You can have one leader for the entire group, or you can have multiple leaders who take turns, as long as the captain knows, and yes, the captain can be a leader too. Speaking of the course and its content, it's available in different forms. Same content, different packages. And how you want to lead will help you decide which one or ones of the packages that are best for your group. The course content is available, first of all, as a workbook. It's also available as a video, and that video is a narrated PowerPoint presentation. And the narration is done by me, who created the course. It's also available as a PowerPoint presentation with notes. And finally, it's available as an online e-course. The workbook is just what you think: words on a page with discussion questions. The other three options offer pictures, as you can see here, color, and the most up-to-date content. So what you choose depends on how you want to lead. So let's see how that works. If you don't consider yourself a teacher, and you want to lead by just, say, reading the content with your group, then you just choose the workbook. And you can lead by simply reading what's written in the workbook. Now, if you like leading discussions, if you're a facilitator, then consider the video. It's narrated, so there's no need to teach. You'll just press the pause button and lead the discussions. And finally, if you actually like to teach, then consider the PowerPoint presentation or the e-course. Both give you quite a bit of freedom. Remember, however you decide to lead, there's always leader notes and lesson plans to guide you step by step. So, with all that being said, the action item for step 3 is to decide who is going to be your leaders. And of course, you can have more than one if you want. And then secondly, decide how you want to lead. What format do you want to use? And you can always change your mind later. Okay, so we're up to step 4. Step 4 is picking your location. This answers the very important question, where are you going to meet? The location can be almost anywhere, but we really recommend a comfortable home or home-like atmosphere where people feel safe to share and get to know each other. It can be the same each week, or you can vary it each time you meet. And speaking of time, when are you meeting? It's really important to nail down a day of the week and the time. So the action item here is just to decide where and when you're going to meet, and then use your form to add the information. We're on the home stretch now. Step 5 is to choose your hosts. The hosts are critical because they answer what may be the most important question. What are we going to eat? Now, groups don't need food, but it sure makes them a lot more fun if you have food. And you might be wondering, by the way, aren't the hosts the same people who have the place that you're meeting? Sure, but it doesn't have to be. Sometimes it's easier to offer your place to meet if you don't have to worry about food too. It's really up to you. The host makes sure the food and the place are set up and ready for the group. The commitment is relatively easy, about an hour or so each week, and you can take turns, but it's up to the captain to keep them organized for their week. So by now you know the action items. Decide who you want to be your host or hosts, and then add them to your form. And finally, we're on step 6, how to link with the central district office. This is the final step, and it's really important because you need to know how you can get your stuff, how you can get your lesson plans and your workbook, and the district office will provide those. And they'll be the ones to support you and give you help as you go through your journey. So first of all, make sure that your form is ready, and then submit it to the district office. The office will then contact the captain. And remember, it's only the captain. That captain is your single point of contact with the district office. And then the office will supply the materials that you need to your captain. And that's all it takes to create your very own Kingdom course in 6 easy steps. It's not too bad, is it? Any questions? Reach out to the district office. They're here to help you every step of the way. I'm Mike Veda. Thanks so much for your interest in the Kingdom course. I know it'll be a great help for you and for your group and your community in advancing God's kingdom and finding more purpose. I'm excited to hear what your group will do. So, now the ball's in your court. Go ahead and start your own group.